Hello, it's Houston Snow, and today we're at Palo Pinto Mountain State Park here in Strawn, Texas. The trail that we're going to be hiking today is Tucker Lake and Cross Timbers Loop. It's approximately 5.9 miles long, 341 feet of elevation gain. They estimate 2 to 3 hours to hike the trail. I was kind of debating between this one and Tucker Lake and Ben's Trail Loop. That one's a little shorter and it stays around the waterfront, but I think we're going to go for elevation this time. Today's weather, right now it is 51 degrees. We have a high of 56 degrees and a low of 52 degrees. 10% chance of elevation, and the wind is kind of brisk at about 10 miles per hour. It should be a great day. I'm really looking forward to trying out this new state park. This is Texas's first new state park in about 25 years. So, yeah, thanks for joining us today, and hope you have a good show. It's about 9:15. We're about to walk into a guided tour. Yeah, we're out here on Palo Pinto Mountain State Park trails. This park has been open for about 5 or 6 weeks. But so far it looks beautiful. When you first get here, there's a pavilion with restrooms and a little souvenir shop. The rangers will check your tickets just to make sure you have a reservation. And then once you get all that, it'll be smooth sailing. We're going to Tucker Lake Trail. We're gonna hike around the lake, and then when we come back, I think we're actually coming back on Ben's Trail. Hey, switchbacks. A proper switchback. This trail looks really nice. They did a great job. Well, that's a lot of poop. I wonder what kind of poop that is. Good news is, I don't think we have bears. If we do, I don't have bear spray. So, more poop. Horse poop, maybe? Question mark, question mark. I don't know if this is a multi-use trail, but if I had a mountain bike, I would definitely go down this. Since I haven't been here before, there was a few different trails that seemed pretty similar, had different ratings. So there's one that starts on Timber, and then it goes over to Ben's Trail. I think it's Timber. And then there's another one that goes to a different trail. The one that goes to Ben's Trail stays along the riverfront, or the lakefront, and it is 5.2 miles long approximately. Some people were saying about 5.5 miles. And then there's the one that we're going to be doing today, which I think is Cross Timbers. And it's a little longer, has a 4.7, but it'll be nice to kind of see what the wilderness looks like kind of away from the waterfront. And I imagine most people are probably going to do the waterfront one for its views. I spoke with one of the rangers, and there's not necessarily an overview. So, one of those areas that you can just kind of look out over the water, like a pavilion. So I think we're just gonna see what the backcountry looks like around here and get a better sense of the foliage, and if we can see any fauna, that'd be nice. We did see a lot of droppings, so I imagine there's quite a few out here. Oh wow. It's been about 21 minutes or a little over a mile into the trail. So far so good. Oh, there's our next little marker. I don't know if that's in kilometers. I'm guessing so. Sounds like we're about 5 kilometers into the trek. I'm guessing. So if that is in kilometers, I'd say we got about, if they're contiguous on the trail that I'm doing, maybe somewhere between 25 and 30. Great day to be out here. Maybe mid 50s. A bit of breeze. Cold enough to keep you chilled, but not cold enough to make you chilly. Here's the next one, number 6. Yep. Sadly, I think this will be my last hike of the season. The beginning of the year. I'll do a couple more whenever it gets closer to the Colorado trip. I'm gonna at least do one with Caden in it. Then I may do one with all of us together in it. My neck of the woods where I grew up, there's some really cool trails. One of them's the 40-foot hole. When I was in, I think it was 4th grade, 2nd grade through 4th grade. If you got all A's, they would take you on a trip to the 40-foot hole. That was so fun. Wow, look at that water. Really swampy. It doesn't smell bad. It just looks kind of like a bog. Intermittent grassland. I did finally find horse footprints, so I believe that poop is definitely horse poop. Back to the trail from Wichita Mountains. They would take us to the 40-foot hole. As I got older, I went to a few of the other ones. There's the rock caves. I believe it's Elk Mountain. The main attraction is Mount Scott. It's the largest hill in that area, and you can just drive up it. It's a really nice scenic view and car ride. So if you're kind of immobile or older, you still get out in nature and still get the great views. It's probably the closest we've gotten to the waterfront yet. It's called Tucker Lake. Guess I could have guessed that from what the trail is called, Tucker Lake Trail. But wow, about 2 miles in an hour. So yeah, that puts us about 3 to 4 hours. When you extrapolate that out, it'll be a great hike. I'm trying not to breathe so heavily, but I weighed this backpack the other day and it weighs about 30 pounds. So I'm basically rucking when I come out here. There we go. Again, great practice. I mean, if I go with a lighter pack for Colorado, which I don't think I'll do, I can more easily take on the elevation. But so far, feeling good. Legs don't hurt. Only thing that hurts, arm holding the camera. That's okay. So in these last few videos, we've talked the continuity of progress. We've talked about grit through integrity. We discussed growth through adversity. And today, we're going to be talking about brotherhood. Arguably the most important factor of all. The other concepts, you rely on yourself. You need to push yourself to get better. You need to grow through your adversity. You need to do things correctly, even though nobody's watching. Brotherhood is what makes it all work. That is where you get the accountability aspect for all of the other features. You need to have a strong pillar of support if you're going to build a strong house. And the friendships and bonds you build are what will ultimately allow you to build the skyscraper you want. Oh, wow. When your motivation fails, when your dedication fails, or when things get out of control from an outside force, the only thing you can really rely on is someone or something else to pick you back up. Camaraderie is a gift, and you need to be a friend to have a friend. Sometimes you have to go through rough times. I can think of a few times with my best friends that maybe I pushed the boundaries a little too far and hurt someone's feelings, or disregarded somebody else's wants for my own. Everybody makes mistakes. As Hannah Montana said, everybody has those days. But you can't erase the past. And if you do get off track, just because one bad thing happened doesn't mean I have to erase the goals that I had yesterday. It just means I might need to change them or modify them in some way. But just be a brother. When you're out on the trails and someone needs help, be a brother. If you want longevity and you want to be able to do things at a grander scale, you need brotherhood. 1.5 miles down, still a beautiful day. Almost halfway there. Man, it's so nice to get out here and, just talk to people with similar interests, even for just a few minutes or seconds even. But just getting out in nature and enjoying the beauty all around us. Can't get enough. About 3.5 miles in, an hour in. Beautiful overlook. Wow. It's not official or anything, but Ah, great view. And you can also see the boat ramp. When I first got here, they mentioned there's a nice little boat dock that you can go out and look over the water. We were over there just a little while ago. I wonder where this trail forks off at. Should be up here pretty soon. Oh, wow. Beauty. Beautiful. It's 11 o'clock. A little over an hour on the trail. About 4 miles in. So 4.25 miles in. I'm gonna be looking for a place to just kind of sit for a little bit, relax, eat a little beef jerky, which we talked about, my favorite blend, get some water in us, and continue on. Let's see where we're at. We're about to get back on the trail. Just refilled my tank with beef jerky and water. 4.5 miles in. An hour and 18 minutes in. Got a little over halfway to go, I'd say. Or we've done a little over halfway, so let's get back to it. Looks like we go that way instead of crossing over here. We're gonna do the farther trail there. So let's get to it. Kind of see my breath. Not too bad though. This is like a paved trail, huh? This looks like a roadway. I'm gonna see if I have to go this way. Oh, there we go. Cross Timbers Trail. Perfect. All right, well, it says we're on the right trail. Oh, 1 hour, 23 minutes, 4.68 miles. There's a trail map. Let's see what it says. It says, here. So we're going to go around and loop back to the very beginning. Okay, cool. There's KL. Since we're on a kind of boring portion of the trail, I think it's a great time for the dad jokes of the trail. I just kind of ate, but I'm still hungry for real food. So let's do some food-based dad jokes. What do you call a fake noodle? I'll give you a second. It's an impasta. Bonus one. What do you call cheese that's not yours? Nacho cheese. Okay. I really don't know where to go. It did not track us on the all trails, so look out for that. You just kind of walk down the road for a little bit here. I'll take a snapshot. Oh. Yeah, be careful there. Should be smooth sailing. Man, this one looks like a dirt bike course. Well, if you've been watching this series, you've seen me do one of the goals that I have to get better and prepare myself for a larger goal, going to the Colorado area. What are some of your goals? Have you been doing the same? Setting small, manageable goals to reach a larger goal? If so, drop it down in the comments. I'd love to see it. If y'all have any other hikes in this area, DFW, that you'd like to see me go hike, again, drop it in the comments. I'd love to set a date, go check them out. It may be fall time, but hey, just because it doesn't happen today, doesn't mean it won't happen at all. All it takes is one foot in front of the other. I will say I'm a little bit more sore than typical, especially around my hips, but nothing too bad. It's not unbearable, just a little uncomfortable. And honestly, that's where most of the growing is done. When you're just slightly uncomfortable. If you never make mistakes, you'll never learn. Let's see. Okay, 5.8 miles, 1 hour and 47 minutes. We have some switchbacks, and then we'll be back at the trailhead. Oh, no, you're fine. Let's take a quick look at where we are. Yep. Last switchback, and then we're to the end of the trail. Really beautiful trail again. 1 hour, 51 minutes, 6.4 miles. So yeah, let's just enjoy the rest of this trail. Get these beautiful views in. Get back to civilization. Today's a pretty nice day, but if it was raining or super sunny, I can see there being some issues. It's really dirty over here. So if it was rainy, it turns into muddy really fast. But it's really hot. I'd agree with some of the reviews. It's not super covered. There are trees, but maybe 3/4 of it is not really covered at all. You have spots like this where there are canopies, but it can be sparse on portions of the trail. It says we got about 7 miles in, 2 hours on trail. Take my mileage for a grain of salt because I'm also recording, so a lot of this is going one way and then backtracking. But 7 miles isn't bad. Looks like we are back at the trailhead. The glorious, glorious trailhead. It was a good send-off for the season. I got a new pin for my cane, my wooden cane. So look out for that. I'll show it off once I get it on. Yeah, if you're in the Strawn area or West Texas area, come give this state park a try. I would rate it in the top 10 of the ones that I've tried. Highly, highly rated. All right, looks like we just finished our hike. We had Tucker Lake and Cross Timbers Loop. We hiked 7.11 miles. It was 394 feet of elevation. It took us 2 hours and 48 minutes, and we burned 1,400 calories. If you haven't been here before, again, our bellies may be soft, but the memories are solid. Thank you for hiking with us. Until next time, peace.